Hello movie fans, and welcome back to another full movie recap with movie reveals. In today's video, we're going to give you a full play-by-play summary on the rather bizarre 2009 sci-fi action movie called District 9. If you like movies with a twist, then this one is for you. The film is partially presented in a found footage format by featuring fictional interviews, news footage, and video from surveillance cameras. The story, which explores themes of humanity, xenophobia, and social segregation, begins in an alternate 1982, when an alien spaceship appears over Johannesburg, South Africa. When a population of sick and malnourished insectoid aliens are discovered on the ship, the South African government confines them to an internment camp called District 9. 20 years later, during the government's relocation of the aliens to another camp, one of the confined aliens named Christopher Johnson, who is about to try to escape from Earth with his son and return home, crosses paths with a bureaucrat leading the relocation. The bureaucrat is called Wikus van der Merwe. The title and premise of District 9 were inspired by true events in Cape Town's District 6 during the apartheid era. Warning: this is a spoiler alert, but at least you will get to know what the movie is about and whether you want to watch it or not. Hope you enjoy. The alien beings in District 9, nicknamed Prawns because they look like a cross between lobsters and grasshoppers, arrive in a spaceship that hovers over Johannesburg. Found inside, huddled together and starving to death, are the aliens, who benefit from a humanitarian response to relocate them to a location on the ground. Here they become not welcome but feared, and their camp turns into a prison. Fearing alien attacks, humans demand they be resettled far from town, and the clueless bureaucrat Wikus is placed in charge of this task. The government hires the company Multinational United, also known as MNU, to be responsible for relocating the aliens. MNU is one of the world's largest weapon manufacturers and shows little regard for the aliens' welfare and is more interested in their weaponry, which is engineered using the aliens' biological DNA, thus making them unusable by humans. They have been doing lots of illegal and unauthorized research on the aliens and their weapons, clearly to crack the DNA code and turn a huge profit. Wikus, an employee of MNU and son-in-law of one of the chiefs, is sent to District 9 with a team of soldiers tasked with going from house to house to make the Prawns sign a contract of evacuation. Despite trying to keep the exercise as peaceful as possible, during rising political tension, some of the aliens are uncooperative and the soldiers shoot and kill them. They then come across a house full of alien eggs and then unmercilessly set the whole house on fire, destroying the eggs. Meanwhile, three aliens, Christopher Johnson, his young son CJ, and Christopher's friend Paul, search a District 9 garbage dump for alien fuel and prawn technology, which Christopher has had them spend the last 20 years synthesizing enough to enact his plan, fleeing the Earth in the spaceship. They finally finish in Paul's shack as the relocation begins, but when Wikus comes to the shack to serve Paul a notice, he finds the hidden container with the fuel and accidentally sprays some of it in his own face while confiscating it. Imposing himself, he bags up the container so it can be sent to the lab. Paul starts to attack Wikus, and during the fight, Wikus badly injures his arm. Paul is killed by Cobus Venter, a cruel leader of the hired MNU mercenaries. Wikus' assistant insists he should go to the hospital, but Wikus says he will just get it treated and continue with the evacuation notices. His assistant helps put on a bandage. Soon he starts to feel uncomfortable and sick while inspecting Christopher's home. Unknowingly, Wikus begins mutating into a prawn, starting with his left arm, which was injured after the fuel exposure, and which was hidden under a large bandage. After playing down his symptoms, vomiting, nosebleed, headache, and fingernail and tooth loss, he passes out and is taken to a hospital where his left hand is now discovered to have become a prawn claw. He is immediately transferred to the MNU lab, where researchers perform brutal experiments on him and discover his DNA grants him the ability to operate prawn weaponry that is biologically restricted for use only by the aliens. Humans are biologically unable to make the alien weapons work. Wanting to capture this human-alien hybridity before Wikus fully transforms, Schmidt, his evil father-in-law, orders for Wikus' body to be vivisected and harvested for its profitable properties. Wikus, however, overpowers the lab personnel and escapes, while Cobus Venter's forces hunt for him. A smear story is broadcast on television, one that reaches Wikus' wife, who is Schmidt's daughter, Tania, claiming Wikus is a wanted fugitive who has contracted a contagious disease from having sex with aliens. Wikus takes refuge in District 9, accidentally finding Christopher and the mother spaceship's concealed command module dropship underneath his slum house. Christopher explains to Wikus that the confiscated fuel is crucial to his plan of reactivating the dropship, and if he can get them in the dropship to the mothership, he can cure Wikus and reverse his physical transformation. The two hatch a plan to break into the lab at MNU, but know they need some weapons. Wikus attempts to acquire weapons from the District 9 Nigerian arms dealer Obasanjo, who wants to eat Wikus' alien arm. because he believes it will grant him alien abilities. Wikus, however, seizes an alien weapon and able to use it, escapes with a collection of other weapons he and Christopher can use to attempt a retrieval of the alien fuel. Wikus and Christopher then force their way through MNU to the lab and retrieve the fuel. However, after seeing the barbaric experiments MNU has performed on his people in the lab, including a dissected Paul, Christopher has a change of heart and tells Wikus he must return home as fast as possible for help and cannot undo Wikus' mutation until he returns in 3 years, due to the limited supply of the fuel. Enraged, Wikus knocks Christopher down and attempts to fly the dropship module to the mothership himself, but it is shot down by Kua's Venter's forces. Venter captures Wikus and Christopher, but Obasanjo's gang ambushes the MNU convoy, seizes Wikus, and brings Wikus to Obasanjo, who prepares to chop off Wikus' prawn arm. Meanwhile, CJ, remaining hidden in the dropship, remotely activates the mothership and a large alien mechanized battle suit located in Obasanjo's base. The suit guns down the Nigerians, and Wikus enters the suit and rescues Christopher from the mercenaries. Heading to the dropship, the two come under heavy human weapons fire, and Wikus stays behind to fend off the mercenaries, buying time for Christopher, who promises to return after 3 years and heal Wikus to leave. After all of the other mercenaries are killed, Venter finally cripples the suit and is about to execute Wikus when slum aliens attack and dismember him alive. Christopher makes it into the dropship with CJ, and the dropship is levitated via a tractor beam back into the mothership, which Christopher then uses to leave Earth. Humanity is left to speculate whether or not Christopher will return to take all the remaining aliens back to their home world, or if he will return to declare war on Earth. MNU experiments on the alien population are exposed, and the aliens are moved to the new camp, named District 10. Taney finds a metal flower on her doorstep, giving her hope that Wikus is still alive, and a now fully transformed Wikus is shown in a junkyard, cracking the flower for his wife. The end. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. If you like this video, please comment below. Thanks for watching.